Hi everyone, welcome back to Ellie Pop's Bespoke YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making a snowman hair bow, or a melted snowman hair bow. We're going to see how it goes. Haven't made one before. I've just picked out some fabrics, as you can see, and we're going to go from there. So obviously I've got some white for the snowman. I've got a stiffer white for the bottom because these are all quite thin fabrics. I've got a brown for maybe arms, orange for nose, black for buttons. I've also got some googly eyes in various sizes. So I don't know what design I'm going to do. I know I'm going to do a one loop bow. I'm going to do a large one. One loop because you could probably get more detail on there. So what I've done is I've already drawn around a couple of templates here. I'm going to cut those out. I am going to cut a bottom one out too in the stiffer white fabric felt. This is a fine white glitter. It's kind of off-white with all the colours in it. Which I'm going to do with the top loop. And then this is a fabric felt. As I say, glitter fabric felt. It's a stiffer one. I've used this before in quite a few videos. That's going to be the base to give it a bit more stiffness. I'm going to cut out a little shape of a carrot. I think we're just going to go traditional carrot shaped. Just an elongated triangle. Okay, and also we need to do some little antlers. Now also this is a fabric felt again, but it is not as stiff as the white, but it should hold up if I draw some little arms. Now I can't draw them with pen because they're intricate, so I'm gonna have to cut those from scratch. I've also got lots of different types of black glitter here. So I've got some scraps of chunky black. I've got this one which is quite a thin, very shiny one. I've got a black suede, plain black suede, because there's lots of glitter on this, and a glittery chunky glitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the suede actually, and I'm going to cut out some buttons. Now they don't have to be perfectly round actually, these buttons, because the look that I'm going for doesn't need round buttons. So you don't have to be perfect at doing round cuts. That is just fine. I'm going to do 3 different sizes. That's a large one. Do a smaller one. And then an even smaller one. Like I say, I've got googly eyes. You don't have to use googly eyes. You can make your own eyes out of fabric. So you just use a white and some of this black. But googly eyes are going to do for me. So I'm going to set these pieces of coal, I guess they are, to one side. I'll cut this nose out. Like I say, I've got the design for this in my head. Usually I'd sort of pre-do a design in my notebook, but I've got a design in my head of what I want it to look like, so we're just going to go with the flow and see how the creativity comes. So there's a nose. I'm just going to shape it round a little tad like so. So we've got a nose and some buttons. Like I say, we're going to use a couple of googly eyes. I don't want them too big, so I'm going to use just some small ones. You get these from sort of any shop. I think these are from the pound shop. You can get them in Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, all that sort of thing. Any sort of craft shop. So we've got 2 eyes there. I'm going to cut out one of these templates. So that loop is now cut. I am going to go ahead and do a bottom tail. Now I'm making this one a large bow, which is, this template's around 4.5 inch. If I'm going to mass produce these for my stall to sell over Christmas, I will probably do a couple large ones, but then also make a smaller version with my 3.5 inch bow. So I'm going to make this large one first, just so I've got sort of the general idea of what I want to go with. See if it works without being too fiddly. And then I would scale down on everything that I've done to make a smaller one. That one cut out. So now we've got a base. I'm going to glue this one in the middle. Okay, so there we have a base for our bow. Like so. Now, my sort of idea for this would be to have the buttons sort of on one side. Make sure I've got the right side for them. Have the buttons over on one side, the nose on another, and the eyes. I may need to cut those buttons smaller. I don't want it to look like a duck, so I'm just going to cut these a little smaller. That looks better. Right, and now I want some sticks for arms. So that Olaf nose, the snowman nose looks maybe a little bit out of shape. I could have it sticking up like that, make it look a little bit better. We will see, but we're going to leave that as it is for now. I'm not going to glue anything down yet because I'm not 100%. I'm going to cut out a small piece. And I'm going to try and do some snowman's arms. Now, as you know, these are usually just twigs, so we're just going to do sort of a twig shape. And like I say, this is a stiff fabric, so should hold its shape and not be too floppy. Okay, we're going to go with that sort of shape. I think that looks fine. Keep these bits because, again, we need some hair for this snowman. And by hair, I mean tree branches. Cut at an angle. Like so. And so we need another arm. I like the way that one's worked out, so I'm going to cut another piece out. make the 3 fingers as well. So we're going to keep that kind of design. They don't have to be the same. Keep any little offcuts that you think you could use on another one. Okay, so back to the bow. I just need to play around with these things now and see how I think it would look if I was to put it all together. So we've got arms sticking out. And they would go at the back after I'd put the middle on. And I think that actually looks not too bad as a melted snowman. So what I'm going to do, take all these pieces off. And put a clip on this. This is a 75mm alligator clip. Need a little bit of white for the middle. It's just a simple white bow, and then we're going to layer all these pieces on. I'll come back to you when it's all glued down. Okay, so here's the finished bow. I decided to pop the twigs for the sort of sprout at the top of the head behind this part because it was hard to stick it on here. It would have been a bit messy. So I've stuck it behind there, which is where his eyes and mouth are anyway. There you go, snowman inspired Christmas bow. Let me know what you think to this one. What would you change? How would you do it different? Pop over to my Facebook group, Ellie Pops Bespoke YouTube, where you will be able to show me if you make this yourself. How would you do it? What would you do differently? What would you use? What would you not use? I hope you have a go yourself. Take some ideas from this, and I'll pop all the links in the description to the Facebook group and all that sort of thing, and some of my favourite suppliers and things where you could probably get lots of this material from in the description box. So don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. I've got a couple more Christmas ones to show you coming up. A Rudolph one and some Ice Queen inspired ones. So there you go, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.